Hey, Big Pastor T here. Hey, I got a surprise for you today. We're shooting some blue bullets. Yeah, blue bullets. I was like, first time I heard blue bullets, I'm like, are you kidding? Blue bullets, what? But they really are blue bullets. So I've got a couple of friends that have been shooting these. These are polymer coated bullets, and I heard about them. I'd seen them shoot them. Matter of fact, they'd given me some to try. So I figured I'd load some up. So I loaded about 1,000 of these things up this week and figured we'd bring them out here to the range. So I've been shooting them some today. Figured I'd bring you a video and let you see these things. Been pretty impressed with them so far. They loaded well. These are 9mm, 115 grain round nose bullets. I've loaded them with tight group powder, 4 grains of tight group powder, Winchester primers, and this is just some old mixed brass that I had laying around the range, laying around the reloading room. So nothing special there, but just loaded these things up, wanted to check them out. So I figured you guys might be interested in these. If you're looking for maybe a cheaper way to shoot, something that's a little bit more economical, if you want to shoot a lot, you might be interested in this. So let's just check them out. Let's see how they feed. Let's see if they're clean. Let's see what they do. Let's check them out. I'm shooting these today. Well, I've got 4 or 5 different 9mm out here, but I'll be shooting them through this P226 this time, and just check out, see what they do. Man, I love the smell of gunpowder, especially in the afternoon. Sun's out, it's hot. I love the smell of gunpowder anytime. These things really shoot good. I've been impressed with them. I shot them for a group just a little bit ago, and the things grouped just as good as factory ammo. So I'm really pleased with the way it's turned out. And let's just talk about some of the things that I hear from people, and I've heard from people in forums, and I've read in different publications where people have written about these things, and a lot of people love them, a lot of people swear by them, a lot of people don't like them at all. I didn't know what to think. That's why I wanted to try it for myself, and so I want you guys to know what I think about them. First of all, when I loaded with them, I'm just using like cast lead kind of data, you know, as far as my loader. I'm loading these on a Dillon XL650 press, and I just use that kind of data to load these. So it's pretty easy to get the dies set up. They load really well. You do want to be careful that you don't crimp them too tight. You also want to make sure that you do bail the case mouth out enough that you don't scratch the coating off. It's not easy to scratch it off, but you do want to make sure you don't scratch the coating off as you're seating the bullet. So once you get your dies, you know, kind of dialed in, which took me, you know, maybe a couple dozen rounds to get them really dialed in. Once I got them dialed in, they seem to load really well. And one thing I didn't like about them, when you're loading them, I got the box out here too. This is what it comes in. And I'm not being paid by these people. They do manufacture these things right around the corner from me. I'm out here in Rockingham County in Reedsville, North Carolina, and they make these things over in Kernersville, North Carolina. I rode over there and picked these up last week. They are called the Blue Bullet. So they make these. I'm not sure if they make all calibers, handgun calibers. I know they make 9mm, I think 45, maybe 40 Smith & Wesson. So I'm not sure what else they make them in, but that's usually what I load. 9 and 45 ACPs is what I normally load the most of. But they have them. This is a 1,300 round box here. You can buy them like this. They have different rates. You can buy them on the website. But anyway, as I loaded them, one of the things I didn't like is, as I handled the projectiles after a little bit, I did get some blue, some of the blue coating, you know, on my fingers. And so I didn't like that, and I was a little bit concerned about that, whether it's going to come off or whatever. And but it did. It just washed right off, and it was no big deal at all. I pulled a couple of these bullets out after I had them loaded just to check and see, you know, if the coating was coming off, and, you know, if it was gonna maybe lead the barrel up pretty bad. And the coating was still on the bullets, you know, once I got the dies dialed in right. So I was pretty pretty impressed with that. I didn't like the fact that it came off on my fingers, but it did wash right off. And a lot of people will even maybe use gloves, you know, latex gloves or something like that when they load. So if you did that, it really wouldn't be a problem at all. So far, That's been one of only a couple of issues I've seen. We'll talk about the other in a minute, but let's just shoot some more. This time let's shoot this SIG P320 in 9mm. Let's check this thing out, see what it does. Shoots good. So far I've shot these bullets through I think maybe 4 or 5 different guns today. I've shot maybe, I don't know, 300, 400, 400, 500 bullets through. So far I've had no problems with the bullets feeding. I did disassemble a couple of the guns. We can take this one apart and check it's clear, and just to check and see you know, if it's fouling the barrel up pretty bad. And you know, I know you're not gonna be able to see it, but it really looks pretty good and clean. It doesn't look bad at all. The ramp, you know, it gets a little bit of residue on it, but no different than the carbon deposits and things like that I see with, you know, just your regular store-bought bullets. So I'm pretty impressed with that. The price, now, one of the reasons, you know, you want to reload maybe, and definitely if you're looking into this, maybe you're thinking about, you know, what's the price of a reloading going to be. And you know, these bullets, I think on the website right now, we're in 2017. These bullets, I think, sell in a flat rate box, shipping, I don't know, I think they're somewhere around 85 bucks or something like that for these 1,300 round boxes, which comes out somewhere in the $65 range per 1,000. So hard to beat the price of these things. So if you're trying to, you know, make the cost of your reload and the cost of your shooting come down, I think these blue bullets might be the way you want to go. So I'm really impressed with them. I think you ought to give them a shot. Again, I'm not being paid by these people, don't know anybody over there, but I am fairly impressed with the bullets. I did see one here that had a little bit of the coating knocked off of it. I checked all these. I put them all in chamber gauges and checked them all, and you know, my gauges ended up getting a little bit of this coating on it. Maybe you can zoom in here, you can see this one. Obviously this one, as it was being seeded, I think, you know, some of the coating, you know, kind of came off a little bit. But I had a couple of these like this. I pulled the bullets out and checked them with a bullet puller, and it shaved off a little bit, but it still didn't leave any exposed lead. So the coating's pretty thick. I think the coating's pretty good. I'll check back in after I've shot a couple thousand of these. I think I bought 2,600, so I'll shoot those up and I'll check back and, you know, give you an update about what's going on. But so far I really like them. I really think they shoot just as good as any of the other bullets I've been buying and loading with, and just as good as anything that I've been buying from the store. So until next time, I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you guys remember this: God gave us liberty and God gave us guns. Thank you, Lord, for the blessings.